Hi, Patty. Hi, Brandy. Sorry, I started just a couple minutes late. I, of course, had technical difficulties. My webcam went purple. So hopefully this one, I had to swap it out with one of my kids. So today, I'm actually not going to recreate this whole thing. I'm going to try do a matching page for this layout. So, but using like the same techniques. And we've had cloudy weather, of course, so my lighting will be kind of off and on, crazy. Is it snowing, Brandy? Thank you, Patty. I know it's a hard time during the summer to have time to, watch videos because everybody's really busy. I've been really busy. Hi, Wilma. Okay, so I am going to go quickly through some of ReneaBouquets' new items that I ordered and she sent me. I'm hoping to do this really quick. Okay, so there's a couple items of her beautiful board that I'll be using. Okay, so I wrote the names on these because I'm super bad with keeping track of names. So this is her beautiful board, large hot air balloon. So I can't wait to use that. And then her printed beautiful board. And this is the Sweet Daisy frame. And there's a large and a small. And her beautiful board, Majestic Butterflies. And these have holes for her beautiful beads that you can put in here. See if I could grab. She has, looks like 2 different size holes for the beads. So they just sit right on top. Actually, that one fits better. So then smaller size sits there. So you can go crazy with that, or you can put just a few on those. And I ordered this pack, and this is the large April in Paris adornment pattern. There's a bunch of pieces in this, so I can't wait to use this one. And hi, Beth. Hi, Renee. And then this is her beautiful board, ironwork clock? I hope I have that right, Renee. Okay, whoop. And then this is one of my new favorites from her, and this is the beautiful board Ornament gears, and this is what I used on the layout that I'm going to, I used it right here and right here and right here. So for those of you who are just joining, I'm not going to recreate that page, but I'm going to try do a matching page with the same techniques that I used on it. So these are beautiful board Majestic Dragonflies, and these also have the beautiful bead holes that I stuck tape on that and it took, you can stick beads that sit on top of these. And I think that's a really cool feature. And then this one is beautiful board Garden Party, the Garden Gate fence, and this is the small size, I believe. And then this is new too, and this is her 6-piece Lizzie rose tag. Renee has been super busy. I think I lost track because there were some new stuff, new items that I didn't even see. So she's always busy. So this is printed, beautiful board, tuck it in, sweet daisies. And then this is, I love this. This is her beautiful board, large, simply beautiful frame. And then I have her fairy, Whisper Fairy with glass wings on her printed beautiful board. I don't know if you can see the glass wing there, but that, I love those glass wings. And let me see here. So these are some printed beautiful board pieces, and this one is called the 6-piece texture pattern in pink. I hope I got that one right. Hi Judy, hi Donna. Okay. And then I wanted to show you quickly her new, oh, I just dropped. Her new beautiful, butterfly kisses. And these are so teeny and so cute. And these are the Lizzie butterflies. I can't wait to use those. And then these are the magical miniatures. They're double-sided. Let me take out a couple here. Super, super cute. So there's an assortment she sent me. And then, oh gosh, I had all these written down, but look at, these are some more of the butterfly kisses. And these are double-sided. And look at how teeny tiny these are. Aurora Borealis pink, and then the spun sugar, and then cherry blossom. I can't wait to use those. So remember, those are double-sided. I mean, look at those. They're cute. Okay, let's move on to a couple of her dragonflies that I did not see. I don't know when she posted it, but I missed them. These are to Mercury and back, double-sided dragonflies on her premium paper. Look at those. Super, super fun to create with. I can't wait to use them. Okay, so these are her to Neptune and back dragonflies. And these are double-sided, I think. Let me make sure. I might be wrong. I just want to make sure here. Actually, these are not double-sided, but they're super pretty. Okay, so these are to Venus and back. These are double-sided. Super pretty. I can't wait. And then these are Lizzie dragonflies on her premium paper. And I love that pearl on the center there. And then this to me is new. I haven't used these yet. And these are her Aurora Borealis. I can speak. In pink. And I know she has some in blue too. They're really pretty. I think, let me see, there's one more here. Look at that, I'm getting nail polish all over on my paper. This is the Printed Beautiful Board Lizzie Butterflies. Okay, so I'm going to set that aside and we're going to get started. And okay, so I'm going to show you again my page. I'm going to do something similar to the techniques here, and hopefully it will match the page. First of all, I have a 12 by 12 white cardstock sheet, and I'm nearly out of my clear gesso, but this is the clear gesso. Okay. So what I'm finding out is I try to really spread this all on a really thin layer. I used to use gobs of it. And now that I've been trying to figure out how to get these layouts with hardly any warping in them, I've got it down a little bit where it doesn't warp as much. So what I do is just try to really spread it out as best I can. And then I get my paper towel and I wipe it. And I give it a good wipe. And then I take it and turn it around. And then I kind of wipe it to try to smooth it out. See how it kind of took out that warp there? Okay, and then I'll wipe it again. And I'll keep on doing that until I feel like it's almost dry. And that seems to really help with the warping. So I know there's been questions about how to keep your papers from warping. So anyway, I prepped one just so it would be dry. Let me put this down. Hi, Jody. Okay, so as you can see, there is some warping, but once I put a background piece on there, it helps the paper straighten up. And what I like to do is trim it down a little bit. So most times I use 2 sheets of paper, one for the back, just to help it straighten out. Okay. So I did prep this with clear gesso, and then I'm going to use my favorite. This is one of my very favorite stencils. It's Art Anthology. And Brandy, you're going to laugh at me. I know we talked about this. Lotus or Lotus? Anyway, this is my favorite because I love how like dreamy or magical it feels, to me anyway. So I'm going to use texture paste, and it's the White Crackle. Actually, you know what? It's been a while since I created this layout. I think I actually sprayed first. So let me take that away. So we're going to start with some Color Bloom 2 sprays, and this is Wild Raspberry. This is one of my favorites besides the Deep Teal. So give it a good shake. And I don't know how, I just, for the most part, just start spraying. I don't really, I kind of have an idea, but I just spray. And then sometimes I'll spray, get my water bottle out to move it. Hi, Tracy. So I get my drying tool, heating tool. So if you get most of it dry, you can actually just go over and hit your paper towel so it kind of speeds up the process. And then, oh gosh, I think I used blue. And this one is called Fairy Pond. On my layout, I did a lot of spraying, but you really don't see a lot of it because it was covered. But I guess this is all the process of creating the layout. And if you feel like you have too much on there, just dab it up. And then you could actually just kind of spread it around with the paper towel. And then I'm going to use Sugar Plum. I'm not going to dry it this time. I'm just going to let it be. And see how sometimes you get the sprayers that spray not spreading out so much, but you can use your water bottle to spread it out. And then I'm going to use my heating tool this time. And I actually used quite a few colors on this layout. I was trying to follow the color scheme of the fairy dust collection. So this one is called Pot Marigold. I know it looks scary sometimes, but you can always dilute it and actually daub it up if, you know, see, takes it away quite a bit. And then one more color. And this one is Color Bloom Spray Lime Wedge. Hi, Julie. Hi, Mary. Hi, Yorlis. I know I'm butchering your name. I'm so sorry. I'll have to see how your name is spelt somehow. Look that up. I'm so glad to see you guys join me today. Hi, Judy. Okay, so here we are with, it's pretty dry and it does get warped, but I like to rub it down and try even it out a little bit. And that, it does help, but you know, on mixed media, that's just how it is. So I've just learned to deal with it. It drives me crazy, but what are you gonna do? Okay, so I did a little bit of stamping. And I'm using the Stays On Timber Brown. And this is a Prima stamp. And then this is another Prima stamp. And I also have this one. You can barely see on this layout. I did some of the circular stamps here. Like I said, this is, I guess, the process of creating the layout, even though you don't see everything. Okay. And what I did was, I don't really use the blocks. I'm just going to kind of do it randomly, kind of where the other stamping is happening. Okay, let me put that away. Now for the texture paste. Okay. I'm actually going to do a little bit up here. Okay, so that is it for the texture paste. All right. Does anybody have any questions? I need to scroll down on the comments here and make sure. Hi, Beth. Okay. So I'm going to give it a quick dry and then I'm going to set it aside. I have some fussy cotton pieces that I can put some glitter on while this is drying, hopefully completely. Okay. So my pages used to be really bad with the warping, but they've calmed down since I've done that little new technique, if you will. And then sometimes I'll run it on the edge of my table on every corner. And that helps it to straighten up a little bit. Okay, I'm going to set that aside for a second. I don't have a flat surface to sit on. Okay. Okay, so I actually did a lot of die cutting on this for using a lot of my, not a lot of my scraps, because I mean, I have a ton of my scraps from a couple fairy dust collections that I used for creating some layouts. So I thought I was going to make some cards with this, but wow, I have a lot of scraps. So I got my dies out and got my machine out, and I thought, let's do a layout and just do a lot of cutting. So anyway, here's some of my pieces from fairy dust. I got my paper punch out. Here's some cute little flowers. And then I fussy cut her out from, actually, this is actually from the cover here. And I cut out a couple of the other fairies, and then some mushrooms, which I love the mushrooms. Renee, you need to cut some mushrooms for with your beautiful board. But okay, so I got those cut up, and I'm gonna get my, I don't even know what this is called. It's a glitter. And let me get my plate out. Actually, I forgot to get a plate. Let me run and get a plate real quick. Actually, I'll just use this. I'm not for sure if I'm going to use all of these, but I figure let's just get it all done. And what I do is use my glue on the wings, and I just kind of go up and down really quickly because this glue dries quickly. And this, oh my gosh, you guys, this gets on my rubber mat and it is a mess to get off. It takes a couple weeks for it to get off, or some serious moistened towels to take it off. So hopefully you can see that. It just gives it more shine. Okay, put that aside. My desk, oh my gosh, you guys should see my desk. It's a mess. And so that was done really quickly. Let me move some of these out of the way. Let me get my layout. And, okay. So I love to use cheesecloth. Most times you don't see it on there, but I just like to start with it. How's everybody's weather out there? We're roasting here. Yesterday it was in town, it was reading 111. All right. Oh, hot and humid. Yeah, the humidity has moved in because we usually have a dry heat. And even at 105 or 110, it's not bad. But when that humidity comes in, ugh, it makes me actually cranky. Okay, so usually I would glue that, but I found that it's kind of a waste of time, so I don't glue it. Once I start placing all the embellishments and elements on there, it'll stick. Okay. One more thing here. Where is it? I love to use fiber. And okay. I also have some doilies, crochet doilies. I know I'm cutting them. Every time I think, gosh, I should not be cutting these, but that's what I do. I'm actually going to set it on this side. And let me think. I'm trying to see how I can make this like match without making it look like it's the same thing. This like same design, I should say. Okay, actually, I'm going to get the beautiful board out. I forgot to leave it out here. Okay, these are the ornate gears. Where's my paper? Let me do this really quick. I forgot that I'm going to use the smaller ones. And I love to put glitter on it. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Aristi. I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name. Okay, so I just add some glue here. I love these gears. To me, I see fairy in them. So what are you all working on? What kind of projects are you all working on these days? Or do you have time? I haven't had a whole lot of time to create lately. All these spider web pieces here. Okay. So, let's get that back in there. Hi, Donna. Okay. At least I see you guys are crafting. That's good. I'm trying to think what my next... Actually, you know what? I might... I was thinking of using this garden since in my other layout, it reminds me of a garden. So this is the garden gate fence, and it's the small size. I'm going to set that there just for now. I don't know if I'm going to use it right off the bat, but so grab, you know, this is a great way to use up some of your scraps, is get your die cut machine out, or even your paper punches. So this is how I just start placing stuff. Let me get my enormous paper cutter out. I got this a few weeks, and it does cut straighter for me, and I've been wanting to find a better paper cutter, so it is working out. I'm just trying to find some blue. And I have a lot. I could probably do 50, maybe not that many, but maybe about 20 pages layouts with all these scraps that I have. Okay. And what I like to do, see, as ready as I thought I prepared, I thought I was all prepared, and I forgot all about dimensional pieces, some recycled boxes, and I like to use it for the back to give it some dimension. I have some little pieces here in my little container, so that one has two. Someday I'm going to get my, what do you call it? My little glue gun, and see if I can work with that better. I'm always scared, though, that it's not going to stay. And I'm scared of burning myself. Okay. What is that? I'm getting glue everywhere. Okay, so I'm just going to start placing embellishments. And this one, I'm still wondering if I'm going to use that one. So I think I'm going to put this. Okay. I just like to start playing and seeing what is going to catch my eye on the design. Okay, I'm liking that. See, I might not use, I'm not for sure that I'm going to use these. I kind of like that. And I really wanted to use this cute one on the mushroom. See, with fairies, you can just, it doesn't have to be what's right. It's just what you think looks good. And the thing that drives me crazy is my fiber. It gets caught on everything. Okay, so let's move on. I don't think that's going to go. So I'm going to actually glue this stuff down because as I go, it just gets harder to lift it up without moving everything. And then I'll take it off and I'll forget where it goes. Oh. And I really like this fence here. That wasn't part of the plan here. I mean, I had a lot of embellishments out, but I thought, you know, since the other one looks like a garden and I actually don't have this brick piece, I figured we can do that. Why is my phone ringing like crazy today? It never rings. Okay. And you can color these, the beautiful board, or you can use embossing powder on it. I love to use it natural. It just seems to work. Every time I work with it, it works well. Just having it stay at its natural state. And actually, let me see what I can do to pop this up a little bit. So I have some foam pieces. Okay, and what I like to do with my foam stickers, I add glue to them because eventually they're going to come off. So I want to make sure that they stay. I'm just trying to see if this... I think I like her right there. And I really love this one, so I'm going to have to keep it out. But I don't like it right there. So I might maybe keep it here. Okay, so let's get the die pieces out. So what I like to do to get the best use out of these, because you spend so much time cutting them out, I cut them in half if there's a doily. And I just got out a lot of my die cuts, and I just cut. I didn't really have anything specific in mind, but I figured just for a little bit of added interest and layers, I thought I would just get those out. And like I said, these are all from the collection from Fairy Dust. Okay, so I just start building layers. Okay, and then with these leaves, I kind of bend them. They're already, they already have a punch out there, but just to pop them a little, I bend the leaves. And don't be afraid to overlap things. I've kind of got away from being scared to do that, but just because I was like, if I, overlap it, it's not going to show anything. All that hard work I did for die cuts. Okay, so I think I'm going to put that one there. So I have these cute little doilies too. I'm going to cut it. Okay, so I'm going to put one of these over here. Let me see if that's what I want. Hi, Christine. Oh no, I'm glad you got back on. Okay. Well, I don't know if you were here at the beginning, but my webcam actually died, and I was like, you got to be kidding me. Luckily, we had a spare case. So hopefully I need to move this up a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm going to place some mushrooms down here. Actually, I'm going to pop this little fairy here. So we're getting close to being done. I just have to place some Prima flowers and then some beads. So I hope you keep up with Renee's stock. She is just loading her store with so many gorgeous things. I haven't kept up. Like I said, there were things in her shop that I missed. I just love these fairies. Fairy themed. I'm not much of a fan, I'm not a fan of fussy cutting, but this definitely made the page. And those die cuts, oh, I don't really care for die cutting, but I have to tell you, the die cutting is just, once you get them cut, it's like, oh, how could I complain about it? Because I really love how everything just turns out. Hi, Sandra. Okay. I think I'll put a couple more mushrooms here. I'm thinking I'm going to pop those up a little bit. It just makes the page so bulky though. But I felt like she was too flat. I don't know. I don't think it sticks out too much. Hi, Sabrina. Okay, so I think I'm just going to leave her like that. And I'm only going to glue a little bit so the picture can be tucked underneath so it lays on this photo matting. Okay. I think I'm done with the leaves and everything. And I have these little punch outs. I just curl these by bending them. And then just start placing them. How are you doing, Sabrina? I hope you're having some time for crafting. Okay, it's been a while since I've done a live show, on Facebook here. Okay, so I think I'm going to only put a few of these. I always cut extra just in case I feel like the page needs more. And then I have some little Prima flowers. I'm not sure if I'll add them, but I got them out. And I just start playing with them. I don't. Are you staying cool, Sabrina? It's really hot and sticky out. Let's tuck it in there. Okay. Oop, I keep bumping that. Let's move this out of the way because I don't think I'll be needing it. Okay, let's stick these two there. So with my scrapbooking and, you know, my projects, I am all about texture and layering. A lot of people, you know, like them more simple, but I've tried simple and it doesn't like me. I try, you know, I really do try. I try to go for really simple, and I tell myself every time, okay, that's it. And then I'll walk away, and then I'll come back and say, oh, it might need this and it might need that. And the next thing, I have this very texturized, lots of layers everywhere. Oh, I didn't glue this. Make sure I'm still online here. Whenever we have wind, my internet is a little glitchy, so. Okay. So this is where you can use tiny little flowers that you don't think you'll ever use. And then I just press down, make sure everything stays. Okay, I think I'm done actually with the flowers and the die cuts. And actually there's a couple more things here. ReneaBouquets Dragonflies. And I always add glue because it's a sticker on the back, so eventually it's going to come off. Let me make sure I'm not missing. Do you guys have any questions? My color is really off on the recording. I'm sorry about that. Thank you, Sabrina. It looks, I don't know, maybe if you can see it up close here, it looks better, but down it just kind of looks foggy. So I will probably post pictures maybe on Sunday because I'll be busy tomorrow. Okay. I also have this giant key from ReneaBouquets, but I think it's too big for this layout. I always like to have options. That's why I lay a lot of stuff out. My desk is crazy messy when I'm creating. Okay, let's get to this. We're almost done here. Let me grab my 3D Jello. I know I'm sorry about that, Renee. I don't know what, my window, covering blind is wide open. So these webcams aren't the best. Well, that shows a little bit better. Okay, so I'm going to use ReneaBouquets. Oh my gosh, you know what? I didn't write the name of this down. It is a Mica flake, I believe. But look at that. It's shiny. Let me get, I think I'll lay it down this time. So what I like to use is 3D gloss gel, and it's transparent. And I just kind of glob it down where I'm going to add it. And this is really fun to work with, but on this rubber mat that I have, it's a mess to clean up. And this, to me, the beads, the micro beads, it just really makes the page complete, in my opinion. So I love everything that Renee has, her micro beads and her flakes and her beautiful beads and her, what is it, the chunky charred glitter glass. See how it, I don't know if you can see how much sparkle that shows. Okay, let me. Okay, what did I do? Let me grab this paper. Okay, so that is done with that. I should say I'm done with that. And I'm sorry, Renee, I totally forgot what that one was called. I have some beads I want to use here. And I don't like to just use one or two. I like to use like 3 or 4 or 5. So what I'm just layering them right now. And I have another bead, seed bead that I like to add. This one is a really pretty color. This gets messy, but well worth it in the end. And so let me see. So We also have some micro beads from ReneaBouquets. And actually I like to, with the micro beads, I like to use, which I don't have out right now. Where is it? I usually add it with this fan brush with the 3D gel. And I just totally forgot right now. So this is how it's going to be done today. And I have these bugle beads, which I love. These are one of my favorites to add to my projects. And I think, let me see here. Besides the beautiful beads, I think that's it. I'm going to add some adhesive, some diamond glaze to the beads so that they, and this is, I don't, it's plugged up. I haven't, like I said, I haven't been creating very much lately. So now let me see if it'll unplug. Maybe I'll. I guess. Okay, let me see if that helped it any. And it doesn't want to come out. Are you kidding me? Let me see what is my next option. I don't have any other glue. Okay, I'm just gonna have to try this. This just mixes it everywhere, and it's a mess. So it will actually dry clear, but I don't like to do it this way. But since my glue is plugged up, what else am I gonna do? So if I get like all this glob, it looks horrible. I just start piling on more of the beads. In the end though, like I said, it dries clear and usually it's okay. And look at that. See my container? It's all full of beads and whatnot. Actually, I have one more thing to add that might just take this weird look, crazy globs of glue. I forgot I added sequins too. Let me just get a good layer of glue down. Okay, I think you know, I put enough beads on that even if some fall off, it's still, there's still plenty of beads on here. Let me grab my sequins. And this is very empty. One day I'd like to have it full. I have like these cute little sequins that are just like sparkly, and they're perfect for this theme. I really love it. What I like to do is just kind of press them into the glue it gets messy doing it this way. Okay. And let me, guess I'll have to soak my glue cap. See, not very many came off. Normally I don't throw those away, but because my desk is a mess, I don't even know where my container is that I throw all my mixed beads. Okay, so for the last little touch, okay, make sure that didn't plug up here. For more texture are the bronze teal beautiful beads from ReneaBouquets. I love these colors. They are just gorgeous. And then I have these other ones, the rose gold. Those are amazing too. This page actually can go with either color, but I tend to use the bronze teal because they have my two favorite colors on them. And what I like to do is just add some glue to it. And you can probably wait till all your glue is dry. And you can actually stick them on top here to kind of go with the flow of all the other beads. Oh my gosh. Everything just wants to stick to my fingers because I got a little bit on there, so glue and glue wants to stick. Let me add one more down here. Whoop. Okay. You know, like I said, I can't stop sometimes. I have these flat back, what do you call it? Say It With Crystals from Prima. And I like to just add a little bit more. Just when you thought I was done, I'm not. I'm kidding. I just about am finished. Once you make, you create a layout like this, you can put it on a canvas and use it for wall hanging. If I had my way, I would have a whole blank wall full of my creations. But that isn't going to happen anytime soon. Okay, so let me get that glue off. And I don't have a picture. I usually do that afterwards. So I will post a picture. Oh, I did forget one thing. So I have graphic 45's Midnight Masquerade. Since I didn't have any full sheets of the fairy dust, and I don't really have a lot of purple or lavender, I grabbed this sheet to put for the backing. I figured the dark purple would go really good with this. And I just trim it a little bit because of the dimension. If you wanted this to go into a protective scrapbook page, then it will fit. Real quick, grab my glue. Yes, I can speak. Okay. See how it does help with the warping. I just got glue all over. So once it's dry, like I said, I run it on the edge of my desk to try straighten it out. Let me show you the other page next to it. So it does match. It definitely wasn't how I imagined it would turn out, because honestly, they never turn out how I think anyway. And for the edges, just to show the paper through a little bit, you can start bending it. And then I used to use the distressor, where is it, right here, a lot, but I kind of got away from that. I don't know if I just forget or. So I will post this, I will upload this, I should say, to YouTube, and it'll be here on my page if you want to rewatch from the beginning if you didn't get here right away, to see the whole process. Okay, so can you see all that? Like I said, all of this will dry clear. I forgot I was going to go over it a little bit. But anyways, I mean, it's already drying, and you can see you're going to be able to see the beads okay. But thank you so much, Renee, for all your gorgeous, gorgeous products. I love creating with your products, and I can't wait to see what you come up with next. And thank you, everybody that showed up to watch me create. And I hope you have a great day. I've got to get some things done, but I'm glad my webcam, I was able to swap that out, because I was like, oh my gosh, how could this be happening? But that's how it goes sometimes, and you just have to try to figure out what you need to get done. Oh, hi, Terry. I didn't see that you joined. And yeah, the color is awful here on here. I don't know. It's like grayish. Thank you again. Bye.